Hey, have you ever stopped to think about how you actually talk to your computer? Every single time you use your phone, your laptop, or even your TV, you're having a conversation. So today, we're going to break down the two main languages we use to communicate with our machines. I mean, really think about it. Are you a point and click kind of person? Do you navigate your digital life using colorful icons and menus? Or are you someone who likes to type out specific commands to get exactly what you want right now? These two ways of doing things, they couldn't be more different. You can really think of it as two separate worlds. On one side, you've got the visual world, the world of graphics. This is what most of us use every day with our icons and our mouse. But on the other side, you have the world of pure text, where you're having a direct, typed-out conversation with the machine itself. All right, so let's start with the one that probably feels like home to most of you, the visual world of the GUI. This is where we click, drag, and drop our way through our digital lives. So what exactly is a GUI? Well, it stands for Graphical User Interface, and its entire job is to act as a visual translator between you and the computer. It takes your clicks on all those pretty icons and menus and turns them into instructions the machine can actually understand and execute. So what's the big deal? Why did the GUI basically take over the world? Well, for one, it's just so easy to use. You don't have to memorize a bunch of weird commands, you just look around and explore. Plus, it's kind of got a built-in safety net. It's pretty hard to make a typo when you're just clicking on a big friendly button. But there's always a catch, isn't there? That incredible ease of use comes with a trade-off. While a GUI is super flexible and easy to get around in, all those graphics are hungry. They eat up a ton of memory and processing power, which can really slow things down. And honestly, for really complex stuff, all that clicking can be a bit clumsy and less precise than just telling the computer exactly what to do. Okay, so let's flip the script and jump into that other world, the world of text. This is the command line interface, or CLI, and this is less like pointing at pictures and more like speaking the computer's native tongue. The CLI, man, it is a completely different animal. There are no icons, no windows, no menus. It's just you, a blinking cursor, and a command prompt. You communicate by typing in very specific text commands. We call them strings, and you get a direct, unfiltered conversation going with the machine. The difference from the GUI is just night and day. You have to know the exact commands to type. And if you make a single typo, nope, sorry, error message, there's no graphical handholding here to save you. But, and this is a huge but, if you can get past that steep learning curve, the payoff is massive. The CLI is incredibly fast, it barely uses any memory, and it gives you surgical precision. You can do super complex things with just one line of text that would take you ages clicking around in a GUI. The downside, of course, is that it's tough to learn and not very flexible in how it looks. All right, time for the main event. Let's put these two interfaces in the ring together, head to head, and really break down how they compare on the things that matter most. When you lay it all out like this, the trade-offs become crystal clear, don't they? A GUI is built for ease of use. A CLI is built for power and expertise. For pretty much every advantage one has, it's a disadvantage for the other. It really boils down to a classic design choice. Do you want something that's easy for absolutely everyone, or something that's incredibly powerful for the experts? Let's just zero in on performance for a second, because this is so important. A GUI has to constantly draw all those windows, all those icons, and manage them. That takes a lot of work. It's a resource hog. The CLI, on the other hand, it's lean, it's mean, it's just text. So it is ridiculously fast and efficient. So after all that, you're probably asking, okay, which one is better? But you know what? That's actually the wrong question. It's not about one being better, it's about having two very different tools for two very different jobs. And that's why they both still matter so much today. At the end of the day, it's all about what you need to do. Think about it. A graphic designer working in Photoshop absolutely needs a visual graphical interface. But a system administrator who's managing hundreds of web servers, they need the raw speed and power of the command line to get their job done efficiently. So if you take one thing away from this, let it be this. We have a choice. One path gives us incredible ease of use and visual clarity, which makes computing accessible to literally everyone. And the other path gives us unparalleled speed, precision, and raw power for those who really need to get under the hood and make things happen. Which leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. As technology keeps evolving and we start talking to AI with our regular voice, what's going to be the next command line? What will be that new tool for the experts who need that direct, unfiltered power? It's pretty interesting to think about. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.